bitches. What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Good morning. Good morning. What is up, everybody? How are we doing today? I'm just going to leave this comment up the entire show. It's Tuesday. It needs to be Friday. Never have truer words been spoken. I don't know what's going on. The world's just the world in right now. My friend Scott called me yesterday. We finally caught each other. And he just goes, it's just a Monday being a freaking Monday. So yeah, we're feeling it. Good morning, MP. Good morning, Bukes. Good morning, Oz. How are you gentlemen doing today? What's going on? What have you been up to? How was your Monday? My Monday was, look, I had two meetings, three meetings, two meetings that I didn't put in my calendar that I scheduled last week, which is always fun when you like I close the show down and I look at my calendar and I'm like, oh, I have all this free time this morning. My first meeting isn't till 11:15. I can like knock this office out. And then as the juices of workday start flowing, I just get like hit. And it's just like, dude, you got a door delivery at 8 o'clock. You got to make sure the freaking guys are there to help unload the truck. I've been trying to get this guy to send his installers, but he's just like triple booked. Then you got to meet your HVAC over at this house that I've been doing this barbecue remodel out of, and this lady just she wants all kinds of stuff done. Her house was built in 2019, but it is not in good shape. So I could arguably see myself over the next year just like constantly coming back to this house, which is fine. Like I need the little work, so it works out great for me. But I don't know. I don't know why I didn't put these meetings in my calendar. I don't know why last week's Dominic was pulling shit like this, but I remembered them in the nick of time and got it done. Opened the mailbox. There was a envelope full of checks for me and all my guys. So it felt good to process all that money and get all the people paid. That's always fun sending those text messages on a Monday saying, "Hey, check's ready for pickup. Come and get it." So that was good. Doors came. Again, no installers, so I'm behind another day or two. What else? Got a text from a client saying we're gonna come bring our family over to see the job today. So I sent texted my handyman, "Hey, would you mind sparing a guy or two to come clean? Because the job site's kind of a mess. And I don't really like it when clients show up unannounced, especially bringing people and the place is like kind of a mess. Uh, I don't I don't I don't keep a very messy job, but I definitely don't want um, people walking through a house with two by fours with nails sticking straight up and half drank water bottles and Gatorades and whatever else the shenanigans that my guys leave on site. Um, but yeah, what's up, everybody? Where you guys at? You guys fall asleep? So all three of you fall asleep and no one else showed up. Cool, cool story. I'm gonna talk to myself. We're gonna make this a really short episode because I got plenty of work uh to do. Yeah, no customers allowed would be great, right? Just don't come. Just don't come. Just just keep sending checks. I'll send you video updates. You don't need to show up whatsoever. Don't worry, I got you. Um, but yeah, got jumped in my financial institution websites and balanced all my bank accounts. And then, like I said, got out, got the shit done, went on um, uh, a new, kind of a new job. It's a referral. It's the lady that I worked for. I just built her, just basically remodeled the whole inside of her house, and then she referred me to her kid's place. They're having some water issues, so we might be looking at tearing some stuff up and adding like some backyard drainage. These houses back in the day, they built these houses without in mind, like with more greenery around them, like more softscape around a house and a detached garage than nowadays everybody wants to like fill everything with concrete, make a bigger driveway, um, make a patio. These people had like a pretty neat setup actually in their patio. Um, they had an outdoor shower, an ice bath, and a sauna, like all in the backyard. And I was like, damn, I want to come over here and just hang out for a little bit. But in doing that, in concreting your whole backyard, uh, you have to put in drainage or some sort of infiltration system um, to take care of all the rainwater that is going to fall on your roof and on your concrete. And yeah, they did not do that. So it started flooding into that garage. The house is raised up, steps to get into the house. So the house is fine, but the garage and the newly built office on the garage, not so much. Kids knocked out at 8 p.m. last night. I got an eerie feeling. I was right. They woke up at 3 a.m. and never went back to sleep, and they were wild. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had a similar night with my wife last night. I missed her a lot and I was ready for some, what are we going to call this? Marital time. And so I could not fall asleep very well. Plus, my back is still fucking killing me, guys. And yeah, I proceeded to Funky Town. Yeah, we call it Funky Town. Made a request, come up and cuddle, and then I fell asleep a little bit, but then I was like on and off until she finally did come. And I get these messages that were like, the kids are all still awake. I'm going to the gym. I'm on the walking pad. Like girls getting her steps in, all that kind of stuff. Same here. Getting up was a struggle this morning. Yeah, so I didn't get as good of a sleep either. You mean the sun doesn't just dry it up? No, we actually get some rain out here and it kind of does F some shit up. So GM everyone, MBM, MP, I hope you got them points. Yeah, Caitlin, you better be careful, girl. I don't know when you start school, but you're gonna have to remind me when you start school so I can stop the points uh accumulation because he is creeping on you. You're at 150, he's at 90. So he's catching you. He's catching you. He's got the Twitter app, the hack. He's there on X minutes before, just in case I come early. Hope the doctor is going. Yeah, did you get a chiropractor appointment? I think it was chiropractor, right? I thought you were about to say I made a recording. Hmm, I don't know, just chiropractor today. Okay, gotcha. First week in August-ish. Man, it's going fast. It's going fast. I swear it was like, um, I swear it was not too long ago that you made the announcement, like here, that you were like, guys, guess what? It's wild. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, what else did we do yesterday? Oh, this was a fun little thing that I tried. Don't really try this very often, but so wife was driving back from Tahoe yesterday with Bentley, 8 hour drive. She kind of said her ETA was like 3:30. So I texted Bailey. I'm like, hey, can you do me a favor? take the trash cans in from the curb so that mom doesn't have to do it, take the trash out because I did not do that yesterday. Um, and why don't you empty the dishwasher for me too? And then, I checked in with her a couple hours later, see if she had done it. And then I checked the ring camera, saw that she had done it pretty much promptly after I texted her. Um, and so I paid her, gave her some money cash. Yeah, that was fun. Workday was pretty solid, a little exhausting. Got home, wife and son home. Bentley met me in the driveway, super happy. Dad, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? I'm like, buddy, I had a long day today. I don't have any energy for any of that, but I love you. We can hang out inside. And tomorrow, meaning today, I'll be home early and we can do all of that stuff. It was like basketball, workout, go in the pool. So today is set up for to be a fun day. Went inside, got a good strong hug from my wife. Little bit of a little bit of a complaint from her that she was super excited to see food made. One of our favorites, the enchilada bowl. She was excited to see that made, but then when she opened it, she saw that I put beans in it, and she hates beans. And I was like, "Yep, that's my enchilada bowl. I have a whole nother set of ingredients to make you your own no beans because the portion that I make when we eat it together, it goes way too fast versus me making one for myself and being able to eat it all week long. So I cooked hers, even though I had a long day. I cooked it up. So she's good. She'll be fed this week. I'm happy with that. Ultrasound in 3 hours. Really hoping for those 2 arms and 2 legs and not a third. Let's go. But yeah, that was my day, pretty much. Oh, and then we spent the rest of the evening chilling and car shopping for Bailey, trying to get her in the mood. We scheduled her driving test for it was like 2 weeks from now, 2 Mondays, 2 Tuesdays from now. I'm gonna take her because she likes driving my car more than mom's. Mom's is a much bigger car, so it's a little bit you know harder to navigate. Um, I I don't know how the driving DMV feels about people taking their tests with Teslas because there's some cheat modes in that car. The the sensors and the cameras really make it easy to park. So we'll see. Maybe we have to turn the screen off while she's driving. I don't know. That's the only way you see your speed. Who knows? Maybe there's some sort of like driver's ed version in that car. I don't know. I should pay more attention, but I won't. Other news: Caitlin's online baby shower with the V Friends community, and we could say the Daily Dads community too, is tonight. I have no idea what time and bag. Let's see what Ann Bag's doing. The Ann Bag, find that Ann Bag person, annbag.com. It is not it is not really high up on her feed, Caitlin. I am not seeing it anywhere. Wow, I'm really scrolling. Here we go. Baby shower. Please join us. Uh, it's so hard to share screen sometimes. Yeah, there it is. Please join us for a virtual baby shower honoring Caitlin Caesar. Let's hope Caitlin, also known as the Other Waffles, also known as the Better Waffles, welcome her first child into the world of VFam. It is a girl. Tuesday, the 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's that 5 p.m. Pacific. And there you go. Twitch.tv/ambag. Okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Show up, join, say hello, say what's up. Um, drop some. I mean, we don't need to drop advice in the chat. That's literally all we do every day of the week is drop advice to Caitlin. So she's already well on her way. Well on her way. Speaking of, let's transition absolutely perfectly into the reading. Yeah, let's do that. This was a fun reading, right? Fun, not fun, right? We got a polarizing topic here, a little bit. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but tells a story of a son of a minister. He's a lawyer, Christian, so kind of goes through the whole like this dude's your standard dude, okay? And he raised one of his children who was or wanted to be was transgender, and he in his own mind wanted to protect him and try to squash that in a way and say nope, can't do that, can't be that. But at some point he learned that what he was doing while on this subject made sense to him, made sense probably in the time. Basically, what he was doing was telling his kid that it's not okay to be you. And so that's kind of, when you get to that realization in any way, shape, or form, it's kind of heartbreaking as a parent to look at your kid and be like, no, don't do that. Don't be that person. And having so many of those little moments that we talk about all the time, with these little tiny digs and cuts. We talked about shame a couple days ago, and it's just tough. Parenting is difficult. You'd think that if you're a certain way and your wife is a certain way, that your kids will most likely be that same way, whether it's the reading goes to say artistic, athletic, religious, liberal, like all those kind of things. If you and your wife are doing that around the house, your kids are probably going to pick up on some of them. But the funny thing about children and genes, genetics, nature, nurture, all that kind of stuff, what's going on in the world, environmental, it kids just pick up stuff randomly. They're born with certain things, certain mindsets, certain ways of thinking. Like I said, my wife and I, neither of us are artistic, but our daughter Brooklyn is very artistic. Like we are constantly amazed by what she can do. Both my wife and I probably skewed a little bit more towards the athletic side. So Bailey makes a little bit more sense to us because she is very athletic. And then we're still figuring out Bailey for sure. Thank you. It's a hard one because you want to guide them to succeed in the world. Sometimes their innocence takes over. As a parent, you don't want to see them fail or struggle, but it's a must for their development. Yes, exactly. Precisely, sir. That's what the reading goes on and tells us that our job is not to change them. It is to provide for them, protect them, love them, and facilitate, right? So I think facilitate is probably the closest one here. Facilitate those opportunities, bring them to those places like MP brought his kids to the zoo the other day. Now his kids are very interested in becoming workers at the zoo. So maybe they double click into that for a little bit. Who knows? Next year, they probably want to do something completely different. And that's the fun, right? That is the fun. I was a great engineer in college. I could build the best beer. I re- All right. I thought something serious was going to come out of when you wrote the word best. The next word just made me laugh. Oh, man. Yeah, those were good times. We had this friend in the fraternity that he would get really hammered and then he'd fall asleep in the middle of a party. Like the party's raging and he would pass out. And he would pass out holding a beer. And he would pass out so hard that we would, of course, fuck with him. Sharpies came out, photos were taken. But one of the things that we really enjoyed doing is finding out how steady his beer hand was. So we would stack beers into a tower on his held beer. So that was a lot of fun. Serious and empty in the same sentence. Yeah. I still have that friend beer in hand, shoes on, phone in hand all the time. Yeah. Yep. True. Yep. Yeah. We would, and then we'd swap the beer out with something different. Yeah, it got weird. Little bottle of lotion, maybe a box of tissue. He's also 5 feet on the dot. And try to keep up with me. Oh yeah, that's not good. You can't do that. You can't do that. Small people, come on. You're small. You can't handle it. Just give up. Just give up. Um, Sidetrack. Our job is to find out who our kids are. It's not about us or what we want, right? Yeah. Good, good, good lessons here. Good lessons across the page. What else do we got? Your kids will be different than you. Let them, right? Appreciate that. Um, it's more fun, like you get to learn something new too. Like imagine your kid just did the same thing as you. Might get a little boring, but our kids want to do something different. Like I absolutely love that my kids are um have like a stage presence because when I was younger, like when I was their age, I was like the shyest person. Like I couldn't even get in front of my class of 25, 30 kids and give a speech or present a paper. That was like the worst to me. And these are kids that I'm in class with day in and day out. So in reality, I knew every one of them. But then here my kids are, each one of them getting up on a stage in front of hundreds of people and doing some sort of performance, whether it be Bailey doing drama shows or Brooklyn doing dance routines. I just find that amazing and fascinating, and I absolutely love it. It's our job to learn and discover your kids as they develop. We need to guide them with morals and standards, but not train them to be something. Daily struggle. It is. It is the daily struggle of parenting, trying to figure out what it is that they're going to connect with, trying to stoke and nurture that, and then realizing that you can do all that work for many years, and then they could just go in a completely different direction, right? And you look back and you're like, wow, I spent a lot of money and time on that thing. I really thought you were gonna. I really thought that was gonna go. Nah, Dad, I want to do this now, right? It happens. Embrace it. Now y'all get to learn something new. Um, and then maybe they circle back to one of them. That's been kind of a fun moment for us with Bailey for sure. We put her in a lot of years of swim when she was a kid, and then it started to get into like the lap swim kind of thing and be a little bit more technical. And she's like, Mom, I don't want to do this anymore. And so she stopped and, she obviously kept swimming. We have a pool, the ocean's right there, all that kind of stuff. But there was no formal professional lessons. And then her first year of high school, I think she was in PE or something like that because she didn't make the cheer team. When she started doing the swim in PE, they were like, "Hey, you're pretty good. You should try out for swim." And then that just took off her little swim career here. So you never know what's going to happen. Yep, the oldest wants to be a priest or a professional baseball player. Okay, those are close. I think that you can get that in the same school. Jackson is still dead set on ninja race car driver. Well, of course, that's everybody should be that. There's a comedian I used to listen to pretty regularly. Um, Name is Nick Swardson. Anybody know that name? MP, you know that guy for sure. And one of the jokes that he had or stories that he would tell, he's like, imagine if we all became the first thing that we wanted to be. Like, imagine if MP's son actually became a ninja race car driver. Dude, when you were talking earlier about your damn it, MP and I could do a whole morning show or 12 on Nick Swartzen right now. So when you said earlier about your 5 foot friend, it made me immediately think of that story of a girl challenging him. He's like, "Here comes the drunk chick spiral. Where's Becky?" Um, but yeah, his story is like, imagine the high school reunion where everybody's like, "Oh, look, she's a princess. He's a football player. Where's Nick? I am a ninja. I live in the shadows." Oh, so great. I still to this day, so funny story. Nick Swartzen was actually the comedian I was watching live the night before, technically, the night I got hammered and my wife went into emergency C-section labor with our first child. So Nick Swartzen is a very important part of my life. Uh, I've seen him live a couple of times, and I still to this day have a Nick Swartzen playlist in my iTunes that I will randomly throw on in the car and just listen to his one or two. They were CDs back in the day, but yeah, just great. Do yourself a favor, pull it up. It still tracks to this day. Um, you know, I freaking piss myself laughing every time. It's so great, dude. Ah, to find someone who Grandma's Boy still hits. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a while, but it's one of the ones that in my 20s I had memorized. Like me and my college roommate, we could recite it like line for line. Uh, without even watching it. We just sit up in the middle of the night and bust a line. He'd bust a response. I mean, it's just a great movie, guys. No one's here to hear this. We just need a Grandma's Boy recap story. I feel like Brofit would be in on this. I feel like Teacher would be down with this. I feel like everybody needs a little Nick Swartzen in their life. All right. The greatest, this was a ChatGPT quote that I liked. So I'm just going to continue with this reading as if none of that Nick Swartzen stuff just happened. Your kids will be different than you let them. I already said that, dude. Greatest gift. The greatest gift we as parents can give our kids, right, is the freedom to discover themselves, right? Like MP and I said, while failing through the ups and downs, changing their mind, all that kind of stuff, while knowing that they are deeply loved. Okay. What's up, dude? You finally showed up. Hey, Alex, did you know that because of you and Is It Canon podcast, the Daily Dads V Dads show now has a first to comment point system, and that was completely ran up by what you have going on with the Is It Canon Wednesdays. Sorry, I was putting up my Christmas tree. So the show goes live every morning at 5:30 a.m. Pacific, give or take a minute or so. And the first person to comment, whether it's on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, gets 10,000 points. And as we all know, the points are made up and they don't matter. But I've promised a gift to the person and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We're going to have seasons. We're going to have the summer season, which Caitlin is dominating because she's out of work right now and in her summer days. And then we're going to have the fall and winter season where it's going to be between MP and Bukes. These are the gentlemen. Let's go Turd Nuggets. Are you just dropping Grandma's Boy shit right now? So yeah, thanks, Alex. And it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'll stop now. One of these days, We'll just do a we'll do a show based on Nick Swartz and Grandma's Boy. Alex Bukes, do you know that gentleman? Oh, look, some AI viewers at streamboo.com. Let's go. Good to see you. I have Comic 1A. You forgot about me, bro. You know that Comic 1A started with you, really. It did. But it was the hardest comic for me to get my hands on. Like I waited for a really long time for yours to show up, and honestly, it's no big deal at all. You don't have to send it to me. In fact, send it to MP. Um, and then I won an auction, or I bought one on eBay, and the person ended up like not scamming me, but just basically not mailing it. And so then like a month went by, and I complained and I asked eBay for a refund and all this stuff. And then the person goes, "Oh shoot, sorry, dude. I was going through a whole bunch of stuff, but I'll send it to you. And I see you already got a refund. And but by that time, I had already bought another one. And then sure enough, the new one came and he came. So I have two now. So I'm totally good. You don't even need to worry about me. It's all been stuff in my piles. Yeah, you've been writing a book, dude. Don't even worry about it. But I did get it, so don't worry. Um, you can catch me on the next thing. MP, send to Alex your address, and he will, in 6 months to a year, maybe send you a comic. Just don't hold your breath, MP. Okay? What's up, David? David coming in after the show is usually closed. Good morning, sir. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. I am closing the show with our daily Stoic lesson of the day. It is we're made to work together. Okay. So whenever you think about sleeping in, living that life of whatever, we are made as human beings. It's in our nature to work together. So be nice to people, be neighborly, help others, do all that kind of stuff. F sleep, we are parents. Yes. And that's definitely one of the ways that we work together is by being parents and looking after these children and raising them up. The stuff left when the kids arrived. That stuff left. Yes, 100%. So thank you. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same channel. Get them 10K points. Wake up early. And yeah, everybody have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, bye, bye.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up.